I'm so excited for this video. It's gonna be so fun. Okay. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new, I love you. Thank you for clicking on this video. You read the title right. We're gonna have a date. So romantic, I know. I think we're gonna make a yummy meal and then we're gonna sit down and have our little date. I don't want this to be a long intro, so I'm gonna leave it at that. And I think we should just hop into making some yummy food. I'm here in the kitchen. We are gonna be making a fancy meal, I guess. We're gonna have an appetizer that's already made, so I don't have to do anything. And then we're gonna have a little meal and then a dessert, which is special. And because the dessert is gonna take a while, I think that should be the first thing we do. So let me get it real quick. We're gonna be making brownies. Well, I have an idea. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I'm gonna be making this vegan, so instead of like eggs, I'm gonna use other stuff. Hello, I moved the camera a little closer so you can see me. There's only 3 ingredients to make this box mix. I haven't made box stuff in a while. All you need is some eggs, oil or butter, and water. I'm using this egg replacer because it's vegan. And coconut oil, which my mom is giving me crap about, but I don't care. And it says you can use coconut oil, so you know what? It's gonna taste fine. The first thing we need is half a cup of coconut oil and water, and you mix that first. I'm just gonna use a spoon to scoop the coconut oil into the half cup thing because I can't scoop it. Gosh. Nice. That looks like half a cup to me, so I'm also just gonna oh my god, I just scared myself. We're done with this. Now I have a bowl of water because I didn't want to go to the sink and back and forth. So 3 tablespoons of water. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, don't ask why I did this. I have acquired the whisk. It's looking a little interesting. This is what we're working with. I don't want to tilt it because the water is still in there. I'm scared to show you. I'm just gonna figure this out. Actually, before that, we need to spray the pan. I also don't know if this is the right size, but it's not. It's not mixing, really. It's gonna just have to be okay. The next thing we need is the egg replacer. This calls for 2 eggs, but for the replacer, it's 1 of the replacer mix and then 2 tablespoons of water. So I'm just gonna go with 4 tablespoons of water. I'm probably doing this very wrong, but at this point, it's okay. Now there's just more water and powder in there, and now we mix it. This is a very odd texture. I am preheating the oven. I forgot to say, but I guess it depends on what pan you're using, either 400 degrees or 375. I put mine to 375. Brownie batter looks like Play-Doh, and here's why. I didn't melt the coconut oil when it said to melt it. So now we're left with a pile of poo that I'm still gonna put in a pan. I'm thinking, well, if little clumps of coconut oil are gonna melt, and that it'll be fine, hopefully. Pray for the best. You can't see what I'm doing. Just pretend like you can. Actually, I don't think you would want to pretend like you could see what I'm doing. It might be our first fail. Okay, well, this is what we're working with. I kind of made it fit the pan. It looks like there's white chocolate chips. It's not supposed to look like that. Hopefully this works. I am praying that this works, but now we're just gonna wait for the oven to beep, and then we're gonna put it in for around 25 to 30 minutes. While we wait for the brownies to bake, I'm gonna be making the, I guess, main course of our dinner date. Anyway, main course time. For the main course, we're gonna do tofu with some stir-fried veggies. A classic. Gonna be quick and easy. The oven's ready, so let me just... Gotta set a timer. Don't want to forget that. 25 minutes, baby. All right, it is starting. This doesn't take that long, so it literally takes like 5 minutes. Oh, second time today. Basically, I just cut it, drain that, all the juice. We have our tofu. Now we're gonna place it in paper towel and press it dry. So yeah, I'm gonna show you what that looks like in a second. This is what I'm gonna do. I take this little tofu nub and I just press it, bag of coffee, for instance, and weigh it down. You wanna let all the juices just come out of the tofu, make it dry so it's cooks. I don't actually know why you do that, but you just are supposed to. We're gonna wait for that, and then we can just throw all the stuff in a pan and call it a day. There's a lot of angles I'm giving in this video, but I hope you enjoy that. I have the tofu. You're just gonna put that in the pan. I cut it off camera because that's just kind of boring content. I'm just gonna add like half of the bag or something. Once the veggies start to cook down, then I add a lot of spinach because I love spinach. Mother is home. Yeah, this will cook down, and then I'm gonna add some special sauces. I just add teriyaki sauce that we get from this sushi place that we go to. And we mix. You just throw some veggies, tofu in a pan, sauce of your choice, and then that's good to go. Easy recipe, perfect for your Valentine's date. I'm back at this angle, and a lot has happened since I turned the camera off. For one, I did in fact burn myself. The brownies have been taken out of the oven, but they are freaking hot. Yeah, they're definitely done baking. I have my bowl of veggies and tofu, but I like to make it fancy and put some toppings on it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I cut up some cucumber. So I'm just gonna put that on top. These are like crispy onions. I don't know why, I just think this is good with the veggies. And then the last thing I like to do, which might sound a little weird, the everything but the bagel seasoning. For some reason, it just works. I think it's because of the sesames. I don't know. That is the completed bowl. Now that we have the main meal ready, we're gonna wait for the brownies to cool, and we're just gonna have our date. Let's light the candle. Since we're officially on our date, I'm just gonna crack this open. Whoa, that sparkled a lot. In front of us we have some edamame appetizer. My special dessert, you can't even see it, but it says sub to me. Maybe I'll zoom the shot out just a little bit. Now that you can see everything, we have some edamame, our bowl that we made earlier, and then the brownies, which I cut into a heart. First bite. I mean, I know what this tastes like already, so A+, very good. While we're on our date, I have some fun topics to talk about in my little notebook. First thing is school. Missy, you wanna join? Come join! And there she is, ladies and gents. So, school. Second semester already so much better because I have 2 free periods. Senioritis is definitely hitting me, but not as hard as I expected it to. I don't know how to feel about being a senior this year. I know we're gonna miss out on a lot of things, but it doesn't feel like I'm missing much because you've been in quarantine for almost a year now. I'm thankful that I don't get a lot of schoolwork because I'm only taking 4 classes. One of them is dance, and then one of them is regular English, so it's just not that much. School right now, 7 out of 10. By the way, this edamame, they're like garlic edamame from the sushi place that we go to, and we had it last night, so these are leftovers. I also wanted to talk about some upcoming events that I have with YouTube and dance. I'm feeling confident with the YouTube because so far I have videos stockpiled. I've been keeping up my schedule, or a makeshift schedule, which has been pretty good. As far as that goes, I'm hoping that I stay like this for a while, but no promises. With dance, a lot of stuff is happening. I just had my first in-person competition since COVID, and that was really fun. I applaud the staff. They did a really amazing job at making sure we were all safe. We all had masks on. The only time I ever took off my mask was for my solo, and everyone else was wearing a mask. So it was very safe, very fun experience. We all did really well, and I already have my next competition in less than a couple weeks, so that's very exciting. I've actually taken some virtual conventions already, and that was really fun. Lots of masterclasses coming up that I'm so excited for. Google told me to talk about my hopes and aspirations. For me, I think hopes and aspirations just kind of looks like doing well in school and keeping up with the YouTube, which I have been doing. So I say A+ to me. I threw in a note about my favorite Valentine candy. The only candies I can think of are the little heart candies, and I never liked those. I don't know who likes them. Not that I'm gonna judge if you like them, but they just hurt your teeth and they don't taste very good. They also have the texture of chalk. I just don't know what's appealing about it. There's also marshmallows and gummies. I think my favorite Valentine candy, although it's not a candy, would probably be chocolate covered strawberries, which is just basic, but I like them a lot. Dark chocolate specifically because it's superior to any other chocolate. Come for me, I don't care. It's superior, and period. I also want to try the brownies, but because I don't think the frosting is vegan, I saved the scraps. It's more cake-like than a brownie, but it's really good. The coconut oil did not ruin it. Yeah, booyah. I want to end this little date on my overall thoughts for Valentine's Day. Personally, I think this holiday is stupid, and you might be asking, then why are you making a whole video dedicated to Valentine's Day? And that is simply because why not? I think for being single, it's different obviously than being in a relationship, which I've never experienced, so I can't really say much. Maybe I would love Valentine's Day if I was in a relationship, but at the same time, I don't like the cheesy stuff. Stay in, make it a regular day, and call it a night. But I guess if you're in a relationship, Valentine's Day sounds like a good time. If you're single, I guess it depends on how you go about it. It's just not my cup of tea, which is ironic because I'm making this video, but just trust me on that. I also hope you enjoy this video because I think I'm done. I had a fun time making this. I hope you had a nice time on our little date. Maybe you want to go on a second date? Comment down below. Sub to me because this is a date for my subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, then this date was not meant for you. No, I'm just kidding. But really, you should subscribe because I have been consistent lately. With that being said, I will see you in my next video and hopefully it's better than this one. Bye!